If you want to capture the haunting, untamed aesthetic of master poets like Keats, Shelley, and Coleridge, you must understand the mechanics of their craft. The primary failure for modern writers is confusing true Gothic poetry with the modern slasher genre. Blood, gore, and explicit monsters belong to a different tradition entirely. The actual aim of the Romantic Gothic genre is the sublime. This is a specific psychological state, an overwhelming tension caught between awe, terror, and the frailty of the human mind. Explicit horror only shocks the eye. The Gothic sublime haunts the mind. By deliberately hiding the monster, the poem weaponizes the reader's own imagination against them. We're building a perfect 8-line Gothic stanza using a historical architectural mold. Step 1 is establishing an isolating setting with the first 2 lines. Strip away modern time markers, delete the clocks and calendars, and replace them with archaic terms like gloaming, eventide, or anon. Look at the ruined stone arches of this abbey. Your physical setting must project this exact kind of quiet, imposing, and decaying atmosphere, channeling Keats' gloomy architecture or Shelley's untamed nature. Stripping away modern time and placing the reader in a decaying environment intentionally unmoors their sense of reality. You are breaking down their logical defenses before the supernatural even arrives. Step 2 covers lines 3 and 4. Introduce a solitary wanderer who pauses or acts minimally upon perceiving something unexplainable. The strict rule for this step is that external action must remain near zero. The internal psychological disturbance of the character carries all the narrative weight. This illustration from Coleridge's Ancient Mariner shows a ship dwarfed by massive, dark ice floes. It demonstrates how total isolation amplifies dread without requiring a physical attack. Do not name a demon, a ghost, or an explicit theology. The threat must remain entirely unseen. By freezing the physical action and focusing inward, the poem proves isolation and the unknown create far more terror than any named monster could. Moving to lines 5 and 6, a sensory intrusion occurs. A sound, a breath, or a shift in light triggers the character's internal response. Handling this requires a concept John Keats called negative capability, the poet's comfort with remaining in mystery and doubt without impatiently reaching for fact. You achieve this using a provisionality checklist. Rely on epistemic safeguards like seemed, as if, might, or half known to describe the intrusion. Abstract dread must inhabit physical sensation using these provisional words. Do not state the intrusion as a cosmic fact. This grammar of provisionality prevents the supernatural from becoming a concrete reality. It traps the reader in anxious uncertainty, where their mind fills in the terrifying blanks. Draft lines 7 and 8 by suggesting a consequence, followed by an immediate withdrawal into silence. Here we see the towering, indifferent scale of Mont Blanc, dwarfing the green landscape below. This illustrates the Burkean or Kantian sublime ending. The moment the character realizes the universe's vastness, or their mind's terror, is too large to comprehend. The ultimate failure point in this final step is attempting to resolve the tension. You must end the stanza without answering the mystery or explaining the threat. Use the Scott Keats balance rule to revise. If the poem feels too dreamlike, add a physical anchor like stone or a bell. If it is too explicit, remove one detail. A true Gothic poem does not offer the comfort of an ending. Leaving the threat lingering in silence ensures the sublime outlasts the words on the page. Read your finished 8-line stanza aloud to truly experience the elevated, moody diction that you have just meticulously engineered. Test your work against the one-sentence craft law. If your stanza can be retold as local folklore without losing its dread, you have successfully achieved the Romantic Gothic register. Use this exact engine to draft 3 more stanzas and drop your favorite line in the comments below. Mastering the Gothic is an architectural exercise in controlling human emotion, accomplished by carefully curating exactly what remains unseen in the shadows.